For centuries, the highest-ranking Freemasons and esoteric societies have guarded a secret not about political power or hidden gold, but about you. It is a knowledge that traces back to the temples of ancient Egypt, passed down to the alchemists, the Rosicrucians, and the 33rd degree masters. They discovered that the universe is not made of dead matter. It is a web of invisible forces, and the most powerful force is right around your body. Ancient initiates called it the luminous field. Eastern mystics spoke of prana, others referred to it as the etheric body, the divine spark, or the hidden light within. While modern science focuses on what can be measured, secret traditions have long taught that human beings are far more than flesh and bone. They believed every thought, every emotion, and every intention creates vibrations that ripple through an unseen dimension. The symbols carved into ancient temples were not merely decorations. They were maps, instructions left behind by those who understood the hidden architecture of reality. The masters taught that your mind is not confined to your skull. It is connected to a greater field of intelligence that surrounds and penetrates everything, a field that responds to focus, belief, and conscious awareness. Most people live their entire lives without realizing this connection exists. They move through the world as spectators, unaware that they possess a power capable of shaping their perception, influencing their destiny, and transforming their reality. The question is why this knowledge remained hidden. Why did secret societies protect it for centuries? And what happens when an ordinary person finally learns to access the force that has been within them all along? To answer that question, we must journey back to the beginning, before the rise of modern civilization, before the great empires, and before history itself was written. But the story does not begin in Egypt. Egypt was merely the keeper. Long before the pyramids pierced the desert sky, legends spoke of a forgotten age, an age when humanity understood forces that modern civilization has all but forgotten. Ancient myths from different corners of the world tell remarkably similar stories. Stories of wise teachers who descended from the heavens, stories of sacred knowledge gifted to mankind, stories of a golden age that ended in catastrophe. Most historians dismiss these accounts as symbolism, but what if they contain fragments of something real? What if hidden within these myths lies a message that survived thousands of years? The initiates of mystery schools believed exactly that. To them, every temple, every symbol, and every sacred text concealed multiple layers of meaning. The outer layer was for the masses. The inner layer was reserved for those willing to seek deeper. This was known as initiation. An initiate was not simply taught information, he was transformed by it. Within the silent chambers of ancient temples, candidates faced trials designed to challenge their fears, their beliefs, and their perception of reality itself. Only after proving themselves worthy, were they entrusted with the next piece of the puzzle, a puzzle that pointed toward one extraordinary idea, that consciousness is not merely something produced by the brain. It may be a fundamental aspect of reality itself. Think about that for a moment. What if awareness is not created by matter? What if matter emerges from awareness? For centuries, philosophers, mystics, and secret societies contemplated this possibility, and while they used different symbols and different languages, many arrived at a similar conclusion. The world we experience may be far less solid than it appears. Everything around you, every object, every sound, every experience, is interpreted through the filter of your perception. Change the filter, and you change the world you experience. This was one of the central teachings hidden within countless esoteric traditions. Not that you can magically control reality, but that your understanding of reality shapes the life you live within it. The symbols of the ancient mysteries reflected this principle. The all-seeing eye, the compass and square, the serpent eating its own tail, the blazing star. To the casual observer, they appear to be simple emblems. To initiates, they represented stages of an inner journey, a journey from ignorance to knowledge, from chaos to order, from sleep to awakening. And perhaps that is why these symbols continue to fascinate people today, because somewhere deep within the human mind is a sense that there is more to existence than what appears on the surface, more questions than answers, more mysteries than certainties. But the deeper researchers looked into these traditions, the more they encountered a strange and recurring theme. A warning that true knowledge carries responsibility, that power without wisdom leads to destruction, and that humanity has forgotten this lesson before. According to some legends, entire civilizations rose and fell because they mastered technology while neglecting understanding. Whether those stories are literal history or symbolic lessons remains a matter of debate. Yet their message is timeless. The greatest mystery may not be hidden in ancient temples. It may not be buried beneath deserts. It may not be locked away in secret archives. The greatest mystery may be the unexplored potential of the human mind itself. And that raises a final question. If the ancient initiates were right, if every symbol, Every ritual, and every mystery was pointing toward a deeper truth. Then what exactly were they trying to prepare humanity to discover? The answer may be far stranger than anyone imagined. For thousands of years, seekers traveled across deserts, crossed oceans, and devoted entire lifetimes to uncovering the hidden truths guarded by the mystery schools. Some searched for secret books, others searched for lost cities, but the wisest among them eventually realized that the final answer could not be found in the outside world. It had to be discovered within. This is perhaps the greatest paradox of all. Humanity has explored the depths of the oceans. It has mapped distant planets. It has split the atom and decoded the language of life itself. Yet many people spend their entire lives without truly understanding their own minds. The ancient traditions believed this was the ultimate challenge, not the conquest of nature, but the mastery of oneself, because fear, anger, greed, and ignorance have always been humanity's greatest obstacles. Empires have fallen because of them, wars have been fought because of them, entire civilizations have been shaped by them, and according to the teachings of the initiates, the battle between darkness and light was never a battle between groups of people. It was a battle taking place within every human being, every day, every choice, every thought. The symbols of the mystery schools were reminders of this inner struggle. They were not maps to hidden treasure. They were maps to transformation. The rough stone becoming smooth, the blind becoming aware, the seeker becoming the master of his own destiny. And perhaps this is why these teachings have survived for so long. Not because they contain supernatural powers, but because they point toward timeless truths. The truth that knowledge without wisdom is dangerous. The truth that awareness changes perception. And the truth that the greatest discoveries often begin with a simple question: who am I? Across centuries, secret societies, philosophers, and mystics all searched for their own answers. Some believed they found them, others believed the search itself was the answer. But one thing remains certain: the mystery continues. Even now, at this very moment, as you watch these words and consider these ideas, you become part of a chain stretching back through generations of seekers, dreamers, and explorers. People who looked at the world and wondered if there was something more, something hidden beneath the surface. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't, but the fact that humanity continues to ask these questions tells us something important. The desire to seek meaning is woven into our nature, and perhaps the greatest secret ever guarded was never a secret at all. Perhaps it was simply a reminder that the search for truth begins the moment you stop accepting the world exactly as it appears, and start asking why. Because every mystery starts with curiosity, every discovery starts with a question, and every journey into the unknown begins with a single step. The question is, where will yours lead?